Alright, so in this new episode of Rings of Saturn, I thought I would talk about Tomb Raider. It was originally what the game was supposed to be for, was the Sega Saturn, but I just kind of screwed it up and released it on the PlayStation first. But I thought I would try out the port anyway. The game is so cheap, you can find it for really cheap online. So I thought I'd pick it up, give it a shot. So yeah, let's get to the review.
Whoa, holy shit! When I first saw that, I thought it was the fucking real graphics. Of course, the games like to trick you like that, and the graphics are nowhere near as good as this. The story in Tomb Raider is nothing special. It's really just about Lara Croft going around, hunting some tombs, looking for a fucking scion. It doesn't really add anything to the game at all.
An age-old artifact of mystical power is buried in the unfound tomb of Qualapec. That's my interest.
Although, for the time, the cutscenes and the CGI graphics were pretty good. I remember looking at this game back in 1996 and thinking, wow, look at that, it's just like a movie. Of course the gameplay's not like that, though. Nope, this is how the game looks. And while it's not bad for 1996, it's not that great either. I remember thinking when I'm playing this game, wow, it's in 3D! So anything 3D back then definitely looked good. I mean, it had polygons, and that was something.
The first thing you're going to notice is that the control is really awful. The Saturn controller lends itself really well to 2D games. But for 3D games, it's a whole other story.
I mean, you might think I'm over-exaggerating, but you won't know until you've actually played it. You're just jumping all around trying to figure out what button to press or, how to control Laura so she can actually jump up there. It's really, really impossible and really, really frustrating. It even makes for some really frustrating gunplay. Like, you're trying to fight an enemy, but you can't quite lock on and you can't quite figure out where he is, so you're just moving all around trying to figure it out.
I don't think I can emphasize just how bad the controls are. With this controller, they just don't work. Luckily, Sega released this controller, which came with Nights into Dreams. I don't know if it works with Tomb Raider, but I don't know, let's give it a shot. It can't be any worse than what I've already been playing it with, so let's give it a shot. Okay, so it works, but you can only use the D-pad on it. How useless is that?
So I can't really say I recommend Tomb Raider for the Sega Saturn. It just has way too many control issues that make it unplayable. I mean, I would just go for the remake Tomb Raider Anniversary that came out last year. It's a much better game than this. I mean, I can't even get past the first level. And that's a major problem. This has been the Wesker. We'll see you next time.